And hello, ladies and gentlemen. LegnaK here, another episode of the Minecraft server. We're over here at the UHC Monument. Um, Funny story, I've actually spent the past about 2 hours recording. Um, this was almost completely barren when I started, and the funny thing is my internet connection has continued to surprise, not surprise me. What's the complete opposite word of surprise? I don't know the complete opposite word of surprise right now, but it has managed to do that. For the past 2 hours, I've been trying to record, and my internet connection has been absolutely bonkers. We'll just say that in nice terms. Um, Anyways, it's safe to say that I'm not very happy with my internet connection, but I'm not here to rant. I'm here to give you guys a nice episode. So, I will tell you a brief history of this, say, UHC monument. Now, originally, it was going to be just a simple little hut that was around here, and I have a message. Sorry, my curse had opened up, and that was causing the lag. Anyways, continuing on. I'm sorry about that. I forgot where I was. Yes, it was supposed to be a small cottage, but I decided, it's a UHC monument. It needs to be bigger. It needs to be better. So, decided to go for a large sword sticking out of the ground that was going to be up to sky level. And then I decided, well, I'm certainly not going to have the diamonds to do this. And if I did, that would be, a very long, tedious process. Um, Also, another thing that really aggravates me is during this, time of bad internet connection, we got ourselves a beacon and fought the wither and everything, but the internet connection was just horrid, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't, and that really made me mad because I really wanted to do this wither. I did this wither battle by myself, lost this helmet, did a lot of damage to my stuff. It made me really sad that none of that got caught on camera. So, oh wow, is there another K? I'm sorry. What's going on here? Like, there's letters just popping out of nowhere. There's an R. Oh, iron. So if I say there's an I, there's an R, there's an O, and yeah, and there's also an idiot talking. Okay. Anyways, speaking of iron, as I was gonna say, I planned on making this all out of iron, and I realized that was going to be overly tedious as well. That would be a huge drain on that iron farm, and it'd still take, days, weeks, maybe months to complete. So I finally decided to go with a more modest approach, a pseudo futuristic style, postmodern, giving it a kind of futuristic feel while still using, earthly materials like all the stones. Actually, down there, when I'll show you in a moment, is all the special kind of rocks, more or less the quartz and not quartz. Don't think we're going to have quartz there. Andesite, granite, and what's the last one? Diorite, whatever you want to pronounce it. But I think that's the style that we're sticking with, and I'm only down to rotten flesh. Joy. Lovely. Alright, so let's just put that there. Do we have any more material? Oh, we got some pork. That's going to have to do for now. There's the tater. I got 10 seconds of hunger. I need to stop running around. And it's just me on the server. Jor was on earlier. As you can see, my little anger rant about my internet provider. Not very happy, because as I said, this is 2 hours. This is 2 hours of stuff that I'm not going to get back, and I wanted to show you guys, because I was actually really proud with how this was coming around. But, again, not going to happen, because people who said that all the issues were fixed, they lied to me. And I don't like being lied to. True story. Anyways, moving on. Moving on. Enough with the negative. Enough with the negativity in this episode. Going to give you guys a brief history of the UHCs that have been done. Hope you guys are all looking forward to that, because I think you guys might like it. Alright, so down here, as you can see, it's still not done. It has a little bit to go. Here we place our bets, our sacrifices of material. Currently we don't have anybody betting because that's kind of offline right this second. Here's our sign up area. Gotta get that out. And I'm not going to tell you who's all in this, and I can tell you that's not all the people that are in this next UHC. Don't want any spoilers. No spoilers. I don't want anybody to know what's going on. You guys will figure out soon enough. Anyways, down here are our Hall of Champions. Alright, so first season is a Season 1 free-for-all, which was tied between me and Kyvidian because I had killed him, but he had dropped lava, and I was too caught up in the moment thinking I had won. I still succumbed to the effects of his lava. So that ended up being a tie. Great. Way to start off. That was actually a lesser known season because it was done before UHCs became a more or less regular thing. Season 2 here was, Wefty McBites and Counter Troll versus me and Telwefris, our Space Marine skins, which is a skin I wouldn't mind wearing from time to time. I actually kind of missed that one because I did pretty good on that skin in my opinion. That one was actually a fun one, but lag got me. That was not good. That was not good, especially with that lag. Alright, so Season 3 was me and Wefty McBites. That one is probably the only one that hasn't been viewed to the very end, even though not being the victor or in the victorious team. I don't exactly remember why. I think I actually had some stuff to take care of, but I foolishly hugged a creeper. That was fun. It was versus Thunder Edge and Jelly. I don't know exactly how that went off. All I know is that the UHC chats were blowing up over that one. Alright, so this one was Nikki and Spart versus Kyvidian and Infernal Hound. This one was the first one that we did Mumble with, and personally one of my favorites because of said Mumble. I remember me and CG were on a team. We lost to Nikki and Spart because we were going to try and ambush them in the Nether, and wouldn't you know it, they came out and got us first. Oh well. That's the name of the game. Alright, so Season 5 was Humphrey 115 and Wefty McBites versus Spartacus 300 and AKSR until Wefrus, Mecrus, anything you want to call it. Originally, it was going to be a massive, I think it was 6v6 spread even, and it was going to be called Wefageddon. And this one, no, that was the one beforehand. That's a totally different one. This one was a 3v3, but these guys only had 2 because CG had left at the last second, if I recall correctly. And this was actually one of the more interesting ones, because what happened was is they used a jukebox to mask the sounds of them placing blocks and everything. Which, if you ask me, is a very clever idea. Probably not going to see something like that again. And for season 6, which just came out, if you have not seen it yet, I highly suggest that you pause this video, go watch all those, and come back to this. So I'm going to cut a quick break right here, about 30-second intermission. And if you are back, I hope that you have seen these UHC videos, and if not, and you're still here, well, prepare for spoilers. Sorry, I don't want to give people spoilers for something brand new, but these were the champions of the last UHC. It was Season 6, 2 teams of 6, which was Kyvidian, Humphrey115, Weffy McBites, Thunder Edge, Slayer Joe, and Weffy Jr. Very interesting team, named Team Darude versus Team Nord. For those who don't know, Team Nord is because we made a couple of mentions at the very end of the UHC about going to Valhalla for our valiant efforts. Didn't quite work, as you can see, because our heads are not the ones on the victory stand. The first person and the first 2 people to unite were not on allied sides. It was me and Kyvidia in that desert temple, and I told him he might as well just hit me, and if it was not meant to be, I would just run. And thank God he held up the gentleman's agreement, and he punched me, made contact, and I ran. Turns out shortly afterwards, him and Humphrey had, united, and they were actually, Humphrey was stalking me, so following me, so I kind of led Humphrey to his own teammates. I'm not too entirely sure where these 2 came in, but I do know that I had encountered Weffy Jr., aka C. Jizzle, Jizzle, whatever you want to call yourself, Mr. Jr. I came across him hoping that he was on my side. Didn't quite work out, and I had to ultimately kill him. Because I was nice enough and let Kavidia live, even though that would have been the death of me if I even tried anything. So, yeah. So, had to kill him. Slayer Joe went to the Nether, which was a very clever thing, but probably not the most clever given that he was soloing it and fell in the lava and perished. Weffy McBites, I still don't know exactly how that came to be, but I remember that Thunder Edge had managed to slay Spartacus 300, and I think that was one of the only few deaths, because I remember our side, Yukamari had to leave because some things were getting late, and Telewefris had internet connectivity problems in the very beginning. So it came down to us 4, well, these 4, Humphrey115, Kyvidian, Weffy McBites, and Thunder Edge, versus us, us being me, Jake OG, and Trey Holg. Unfortunately, Thunder Edge had succumbed to the attack of a zombie just moments before a battle, and that battle had originated as a ranged battle, to say. Unfortunately, I completely misjudged the height of the mountain that they were standing on, and shortly afterwards, the Rude Sandstorm started playing, and a phony British accent came out of nowhere. Unfortunately, it was just not meant to be, and we had suffered our losses, which, all in all, was a definite good game. Okay, so a little sneak peek of what's to come very soon. Are you guys ready for this? It is a zombie. Season 7, 2 teams of 2. All of it's to be announced, as you can see, by the heads are still not there. Everything is not there, because why would I show you the heads if this UHC had already gone through? It'd be kind of pointless. Be a spoiler. Without any episodes. So, something I could do if I was a poor sport about something being salty. But I can tell you this right now. This is going to be one for the records, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be fun. Alright, so that is all the UHC so far, which I plan to dig out more as each UHC comes along, and then go down here, do another one, and once those run out, probably do another line down this way, and that's probably going to be a lot longer, probably about 10 on each side, with a big old one on the end. But yeah, that is the UHC. This area, I still don't know what's going on here. That cauldron, I think I made a mess up with the, what do you call them, the banners, and that's why that's there. And honestly, I'm not too entirely sure what's going to go here. I think I'm going to make a little pedestal-like area and put all the players' heads on there. I think that's actually what, that seems like a reasonable thing to do. What do you guys say? Okay. Okay, as you guys have seen, it's not the most 100% legit thing, but I can tell you that's the only thing that's been added in, and I still kind of feel bad for it. I say kinda because, honestly, I think it's a nice touch to have something special, and it's nowhere near as cheaty as, like, Season 1's UHC Monument, and I believe that UHCs deserve a little more glorification. Oh, come on, horsey, come on, come on, come on. It's probably not the greatest idea to be riding my horse. It causes nothing but a lot of lag. Alright, so we're over here on this farm. Oh my gosh. Let's see how much iron's here. And Telewephers, I am sorry, but I'm taking all this because it is going to a grander cause. Let's see. Oh, what the? Alright, 7. 10. Another 7. Oh, Jesus. Let's try this. Okay. That should be enough, and we'll only have 5 anvils. That's not good. Okay, so at least we'll have a start, and these poppies are going. Bye-bye. Alright, poppies are gone. Alright. That's one thing I don't really like about cacti is its extreme ability to just destroy everything. I mean, it's good. Alright. Mr. T, I'm putting my horse in here. Please, I hope I don't forget this. Anyways, moving on. Back here, we're going to go place some of the heads. And I think the heads are going to go in order that everybody has joined the server, which I'll have to figure out more or less off screen. All I know is I need to stop hopping there because that's giving me a small headache. Okay, here we go. As soon as we get this done, all we gotta do is just lay this down a layer. Ooh. Oh well. Not too big of a loss. Okay. So, let's get to this right now. Heads. I'm not going to get the heads right here. Well, I got heads right here. Alright, so we have my head, because obviously I'm one of the first people to have been on the server. We gotta get rid of that, because that's Weffy Jr. Where's Cavidians? The original Elite 5. The original 5 to be on the server. Oh, well. Yeah, the original 5. Oh, come on. I'm trying to get these heads correctly. These are all over. And this is kind of starting with Season 1, not PokeCube as much as PokeCube would be a decent idea. But PokeCube's a different series. So, we have me, Nikki, Cavidia, Weffy McBites, and Weffy Jr. to start with. Kind of the... I think we all were in the original UHC. No, we were not. Weffy McBites and Weffy Jr. were not in there. No, Weffy Jr. was, because he cheated. It's amazing that he's still around at that point. But I had not realized that he died. So, and it kind of happens. Kind of the original five founders. 6 if you want to include Spark, but he's kind of one of those off-ball characters who hardly ever gets on. He used to get on all the time, so I guess I do have to add him. It's kind of a douche move not to add him, because, one, he's my brother, but, again, that's being said that I can be a douche, because he's my little brother. Alright, anyways, I'll have to wait till more iron comes along to, do that. Anyways, let's touch this up a little bit in here. Make it look a little more prettiful. Let's see, do we have all the other areas? We sure do. Let's get this granite. Oh, we got polished granite right here. I didn't even realize polished diorite too. You know, to be completely honest, I'm not a big fan of, diorite. But I think it actually brings this place together pretty nice. I mean, it's not too flashy, it's not too different textured. I think it brings it all perfectly together. Alright, so I think this is about as far as we can do for this UHC. This was a little bit of a, nice walk around. I think what I would like to do... what I'd like to do in the next few episodes, I would like to go to each and everybody's, place, talk with them, how we got to know each other, give a trip down memory lane kind of deal. Probably, I can't say who I'm going to start with, because it's got to be somebody who wants to do it right away. I gotta light all that up. Whoops. But yeah. Going to do that, or at least try to. If not, I will let you guys know in the next episode. Hey, these guys didn't want to do it, yada yada yada. So we have a different plan. Probably working a little more on this Monument of Champions. But I think either way, this is a good way to stop the good area to stop the episode. And finally, we managed to get a full episode going without any major hiccups. So I thank you guys for watching as always, and I will see you guys next time on the Minecraft server. Until then, yeah, I'll have a good one.